Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 8:20. Oh, it's later than I thought. Time flies when you're having fun trying to pick a few winners. Or a winner, maybe. We're keeping the wolf from the door anyway these days. Again, today we had a couple of grand winners. Sandy Paradise done the business. Hughesy straightened out that lad. He didn't cock his jaw at all today and he ran on strong to the line. 11-4 last night. I think he went off 6-4, was it? I wouldn't be rushing maybe to back him again unless he only goes up maybe £2 or something. But Hughesy is learning how to get him sprinting. So good winner. Give him a good ride. And then we had Guan Tai was next. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know, was it the ground? I didn't get a chance to look back at the race yet because I was on the run at the time. And then we had a grand winner in Rowley Bowley Boy, went out in front, just held on. I was awful afraid. I was talking to a good friend of mine. I sent him a message earlier today and I said I'm awful afraid of the favourite. And I arrived in Craig's just as the race was starting because I wanted to do a reverse forecast just to be on the safe side. I paid 17 something. I didn't get it on because I got stuck behind traffic going up and today everyone's slow. There was cars that were going too slow. It's more dangerous than ever, even, and the roads weren't bad because they were gritted. But then blow your horn. My God, what was Ben Sanderson at following the outsider? He should have been following the winner. He was in a grand rail position drawn and he gave it up. He was third back. He went back and then he stumbled or something or done a two-step or a quick step or something. And then he nearly ploughed him into the back of a horse. But terrible ride. A neighbour of mine used to say years ago when someone just pissed him off, he used to say he's a pure pweek. And that's what I called him tonight. But anyway, what can you do? You can only study the forum and expect a good run from them, but we didn't get it. It was a pity because it was the third leg of a Trixie and a treble for a lot of people. Some people cashed out though. There was a book on the phone to me. He had a tenner treble. He cashed out for 236, I think so. He was happy out. Tomorrow. Where are we? Oh yeah, Dundalk is on. There's a horse there, Knocknakilla. We backed him the last day, last Friday, but he was drawn wide and the trip wasn't long enough for him. He's a half-brother there, Libby, that it used to be with Philip Macon in England. And it's first run for Joseph O'Brien in Galway this year, to the 1.5 miles. And he stepped up great. And he ran a great race over hurdles there lately. I think he was fourth at the weekend. But this horse, if you look, last September, 9.5 furlongs. It was third of 17 in Gordon Park. And then they brought it to the Curragh back to 8. They sure brought it up in trip, not back in trip. It was fourth, but it was soft ground. Now this needs a good surface, and I think it needs a trip. 3 runs at Dundalk there, 7 furlongs, and 8 furlongs, which is a mile. And I think the step up in trip to 10 furlongs should suit. O'Leary isn't going too bad either. He's having a few winners. It opened up 100 to 30. So it's in, there's money for it. But that market will settle in the morning. But I think I'll be hopeful of that tomorrow. We're on Dundalk as well. There's a risky proposition here for people that like to take risks. There's a very strong favourite. Mr. Escobar has ran twice over 12 furlongs. But there's a horse there at 8-1. Is True Artist. Now, this is a pure rogue if there was ever one. But he might have got a bit of manners lately. Because he refused to race his last twice on the flat. Last one was in Laytown. But then he ran over hurdles since, and I was watching him that day in Cork. He was fourth to Irish Point. He was ninth to, I know the way you're thinking. I know he was betting well enough, but they struck him in then into high definitions race. Big prices each time. But he has the ability, like, he was rated 85. Second to decent horses there, third to decent horses. Whatever happened to him then in Clonmel and Laytown, maybe it was the air, I don't know. But at 8-1, with a strong favourite, even without the market, or without the favourite market, for people that's into that, there's a huge gamble going on in the 205. Open up 9-1. Clever Coppel. Clever Horse. Coppel is the Irish, the Gaelic for horse. But that opened up 9-1 a while. It was into 7-4, 6-5 in places. But that should give an each way prize then to Tawna Law of Ted Walsh's. This is a decent sort of an egg. But if you look back, it's two good runs there, was third and second at 10.5 furlongs, which is the distance of tomorrow's race. Then they brought him back the last day to a mile. It wasn't fair enough. Ran third in Navan as well. That was yielding to soft. Looks like it needs a good surface because it's look, the breeding of it, Warfront, the dam is Warfront, and Carp Dam, all bred for the Goo, American bred, like. So that at 8-1. There's one, if Plumpton goes ahead, the veterans race tomorrow, an intriguing affair, I have to say. There are 9 horses in the race. They're 7 10-year-olds, 1 11-year-old, and the 13-year-old Potter's Legend, who seems to have got a new lease of life since he switched trainers from Lucy Wadham to Charlie Longston, who's ticking away nicely. He has 3 winners out of 13 in the last few. That's nearly 25%, like. But he'll pop out in front tomorrow. There's only 1 or 2 that can beat him, I thought. I know you well, but that likes good ground. And he ran well enough on soft ground. I always thought good to soft would be ideal, but he ran well enough the last day. He was only beaten a length in Catterick to a younger field. And at the prize, I'll be cheering this book on tomorrow and having a score on him anyway for the veterans. It's 5-2, 11-4. So that's about it. That's me back. I forgot to look to see was there any newcomers on the bus, but I hope you're all keeping well anyway. And thanks for all the nice comments and liking the channel and new subscribers. You're all welcome, and the bus is getting bigger. So bash the bookies, over and out.